You're interested in buying Evil Dead, so you're here for a review. You're in luck because I'm here to share to you my thoughts on Evil Dead the game. To get started with, the game has sold over 500,000 copies and continues to grow. So now you want to know, why should you buy the game? Sit back, relax, and welcome to Mr. Unleashed World. Now, Evil Dead the game is a 4v1 asymmetrical horror game. And the objective of the game is to get rid of the Dark Ones. Beginning, you want to collect as many weapons and items as you can to level up your character. The main point is to pieces of the map, and the map will give you the location of the book and the dagger. The demon already know where the book and the dagger is, so therefore when you approach in those two areas, you might want to be cautious because there could be traps set from the trees or the chests. The characters are based on the Evil Dead movie franchise. You have your leader class, your warrior class, hunter class, and support class. Each character have their preferred weapons and have unique abilities that you can use in the match. Upgrades for each character is the same for each class, meaning you can upgrade Henry the Red and also upgrade Ash in the same class, and they will have the same skill map, but you will have to upgrade them separately. Each character maxes out at level 25, and the demon maxes out at level 45 or so. So at first, when we first turn on the game, you're excited to play the game, and I was overwhelmed with so many options. You got your solo, you got your playing as the demon, you got your playing as survivor, you got your tutorials. The first thing I wanted to do was learn how the game plays. So I went to tutorials to learn how to play as the demon and to play as the survivor, just to get the feel of both versions. Then you also have your solo missions, which are pretty challenging, and there's no saving in the middle of the game. So therefore, when you start the mission, you must complete it. If you die at some point in between, you start all the way back over, which a lot of people is not happy about. Now you get into the player versus player environment, playing as the survivor. You would want to prefer to play as a team because this is a team-oriented game. That way you can communicate with your survivors and organize and see how is the best way to approach different situations. If you don't have a team to play with, it's a little more challenging because then you have to organize yourself either by hopefully somebody talk to you or put your markers on the map. That's the best way to communicate if no one's talking. You want to make sure that your team is moving along pretty well, or that you're at least following the objective, because the longer the match goes, the more powerful the demon gets. So when you get towards the end and you found all the pieces, you get to the Dark Ones, it'd be almost impossible to beat the demon unless you're a well-organized team. Even then, you still need luck. The animation for killing the Deadites is pretty good and gory, and there's multiple ways to kill these Deadites depending on what weapon you have. Now, no game is perfect by far. And Evil Dead do have some bugs that definitely need some ironing out. The first thing I want to bring up is the animation canceling. Here, what I'm talking about when it comes to animation canceling. So when you do animation canceling, it's allowing a quick chain of melee attacks by people attacking you, holding the aim button, and then attacking you again, which allows for a lot of consecutive hits. And it is making the game more and more unplayable or unenjoyable. And I mostly see this from the demon side because they keep on hitting you. You only could dodge so many times, but the demon just kept coming, and it get very frustrating. And if you're able to get this down, you could pretty much be breaking the game and cause people to quit or people to get upset. So I want to make sure that you're aware of this if you decide to buy the game. And I'm not sure if this is going to be fixed or not, but just keep in mind that you could run across this. Next thing I wanted to get into was the bugs in the game itself when it comes to interaction with the environment. There come times where you can't light the fire. There comes times you can't pick up certain weapons or items. And it's like, why? What are you doing? What's going on with the game? The terrain is pretty different. And if you're on console, I've been having trouble seeing the terrain. So when you come across a hill, you can't see that there's a rock that you can't jump on or you can't jump over. So you have to go around. And they did not implement a jump button. There's other bugs where you get stuck between the car, you get stuck in these different places. And it's very frustrating because then you just pretty much dead in the water. You just sitting there. I'm hoping Saber use their unique back door so they can patch these items up and fix these bugs, because it's a very good game, but it's ruined the experience when you get stuck in the middle of the game or you can't light the fire because then the demon has found you and you're possessed and he's wasting all your ammo or killing your teammates because the environment didn't want to interact the right way. One thing I do want to point out is that Evil Dead is making good on their promise, because we do have new DLC content coming up. We have Castle Kandar, which is a new map. I want to give a shout out to Evil Dead Game Leaks on their Twitter page because they showed that there's new outfits coming for Henry the Red and Amanda Fisher. They also doing some more weapons to come in the future as well. When these things are going to be available, I do not know. Also, a new mission is being added called Adios Eligos, which Kelly is in this mission where you have to help her be unexorcised by the Deadite demons. Now, if you already have the game, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but there's a link that you can go to and give your feedback on how the game is playing so they can fix any bugs that's in the game. And that link will be in the comment section. Thank you for your attention. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you learned something, and welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.